Queen of the stitch, my girl Dana Day.
Hello there, my crafty knitters. Welcome back to Knitted Oaks channel. It's been a while since my last tutorial on how to liberate your palette, and today I'm so overjoyed because I'm getting to my first tutorial of the fall, and I'm going to show you how to do a very basic kind of funky scarf. And I chose this pattern offered by Lion Brand. It's called Zig Zag scarf, and you could go onto their website and get that, and that's literally what I need you to do so that you can follow along. It's free, you don't have to pay anything. They will ask you to create an account, like you just give them your email and a password, and then that way they'll email you their newsletters every week or so. It's really neat, really fly. So I suggest that you do it. And the skill level of this scarf is easy, which is why I chose it. And it's pretty unique and funky. I didn't want to do a tutorial for like a regular scarf, because I figure if you know how to knit, you know how to cast on and cast on a few number of stitches and just knit it up to whatever desirable length you want and then bind off. And I have videos to cast on, I have videos to bind off. So if you know the in-between, which is how to knit and purl, you're fine. So that's the basic scarf. So I really wanted to do something that was different and funky and, you know, cool, something that's unique. For this pattern, you are going to need 2 skeins of Lion Brand Woolies yarn. Now, you don't ever have to use the yarn that's offered in a pattern. I don't want you to feel obligated because it says Woolies Thick and Quick or whatever the pattern might call for. You feel like you have to run out and get that. That's not the case. I personally am a huge fan of Lion Brand yarns, and I always buy Thick and Quick because as a law student, I have to make I make things while I'm in school, and Thick and Quick makes things go really fast. So that's just my personal preference, which is another reason why I turned to this pattern, because it was real simple and quick to get the pattern up. So, back to the materials. You're going to need 2 balls of Woolies Thick and Quick. You can choose any color. It just so happens that this is the color also in the pattern, which I just happen to have. So, you know. So whatever color, they come in variety, array of colors, and whatever bulky yarn you have, like I said before, anything thick that will go fast for this project, you'll be fine with. You're also going to need size 13 knitting needles. These are my gems. I have to hold them all the way in the back here because I think they're 14 inches long. Yeah. They're rosewood. And I cherish them. I don't lend these out unless I really like you and I know where you live and I know your social security number. Okay, so you need size 13 needles, which would go good with bulky yarn, because again, the thicker the yarn, the bigger the needles, the faster your project goes. And your last thing that you need is 1 large blunt eye needle. This is not from Lion Brand. This, I got it from a local yarn shop when I was just starting out in knitting. Alright, so stay tuned for the tutorial and have fun. That's the main point. We're going to have fun. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've already casted on my 2 stitches as the pattern requires. And next, it says to do the increase row. And the increase row is going to involve the knitting through the front and back loop. Alright, so let's get started. So it says to knit to the last stitch. Increase 1 stitch in last stitch. So you'll get 3 stitches. So I'm going to go ahead and knit. And then I'm going to go into my last stitch. Knit as I would. And then go through the back here, sorry, just in case you can see that, and knit that loop as well, now creating 3 stitches. Okay, so I'm going to do this one more time for you. Sorry, those are my needles knocking because they're so long. knocking against the table here. So I'm into my last stitch once more. Without taking it off, I'm going to knit through the same stitch in the back. And pull it through. Okay, so we're going to do this until we get to 15 stitches on our needle. Okay, see you in 15 stitches. Alright, so we're 15 stitches strong. And this is the base of the scarf. And it's looking pretty good. Okay? Next, the pattern requires that we decrease. And what we're going to do is the complete opposite. We're going to knit to the last 2 stitches and knit those 2 stitches together. Alright, so let's get started. Make sure you guys can see what it is that I'm doing. I'm going to try to knit this up fairly quickly in the interest of time. Oh my, you didn't see those first 2 stitches, I apologize. You can roughly probably finish this pattern in maybe 2 hours. I don't remember how long it took me when I first made this scarf. To our last 2 stitches. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the needle through the 2 stitches and just knit them together. So now that those 2 stitches became 1, and now you should have 14 stitches on your needle. Alright, now the pattern requires that we do this until there's only 7 stitches remaining on our needle. So, we're going to turn around and do this for you one more time. I see a little problem there. Little needle stitch. Okay. To continue this method until you have 7 stitches remaining on the needle. So I'll see you in 7 stitches. Alright, so now we're back and we're down to 7 stitches, as you can see. And this is basically your first little, I don't know what to call it, diamond to your zigzag scarf. To start the next base of your next diamond to the zigzag scarf, it's going to be another 15 stitches. And so you just continue that pattern until you get to your desired length. I'm going to go ahead and do it to the 60 inches. And then we'll be back with our finished scarf. Alright? Alright then, my crafty knitters. I hope that you enjoyed the tutorial. And this is the finished product. Sexy, sexy. I gotta demonstrate it for you. Hold on. Okay, there, my sexy knitters. Here it is. Hold on. You totally can't see the very end of it. But I went ahead and did the 60 inches. So the 60 inches that the pattern requires really works well. You can do the over-the-shoulder look, right? Or you can do the old school mama wrapping you up as you run out to the school bus on a windy or snowy day. The double loop and through the hoop. And it's still so comfortable, and the yarn is flexible and stretchy, which is really good. And look how much coverage that gives. Alright, let me sit back down. Okay? So look at that. All the way up to the neck is the level of the thickness. This scarf is sexy, and it was so easy to make, right? And I really do hope that you guys enjoyed the tutorial. And so yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Remember that knitting is sex. So God bless and happy knitting. Bye.
She'll let you pick your color, let you pick your style, and her low prices make it worth your while. So hit up the website, stock up your pile so you can keep your body warm and start your day with a smile.